Hey y'all, welcome to Callie's Corner. I wanted to come live to you guys before I headed back to the airport. It hasn't even been 24 hours, but I'm excited as I'm off to see my husband. We are going to spend the weekend in London. It is Steve's birthday tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure I got there. But before I left for the airport, I promised you guys I would bring you my top takeaways from the top summits. I wanted to come to you with the three things that are my biggest takeaways from that event. And I'll have to tell you, I am so happy I went to that event. Events, there's so much power at being in a room at an event. It really just, the energy being there. If you ever feel stuck, it's a great thing to do. Even if you're not stuck, it's still a great thing to do because it gives you the vision. It allows you to think and brainstorm and take that energy and really push yourself and your business to the next level. So it's definitely gotten me thinking. As I wrote in my Finding Joy in the Journey earlier today, you know, I had that thought, is my good life getting in the way of my great life? And I've had that thought before, and yeah, it is. And it was this event. I knew there were things that were getting in my way, but I wasn't sure what I needed to do next, where I needed to go with my business. And so this was just the spark, the energy that I needed. I love what I do. I love the company, the calling. And so getting back and really finding my purpose there and finding my overall purpose and how those work together is something that I've been really thinking about, working on. How does that look? And I think sometimes we do get too far into the how and instead of just the why, right? And just leading with the why. And so my three biggest takeaways from the event, first round through my notes, right? I will be going through my notes a couple more times, writing some action items, figuring out what I want to implement first and then next and then next. But number one, Rob Sperry spoke yesterday. And if you don't know him, The Game of Networking, haven't read his books, but after hearing him yesterday, I definitely want to go get those. And he talked about, are you a victim? Are you a survivor? Are you a conqueror? And I really like this conversation. He said a victim is always looking in the past, right? A survivor is always looking to the future. And a conqueror learns from the past. I can't read my note. Learns from the past, looks for into the future. Oh, hold on. Let me grab the notes. I don't want to tell you guys wrong. Hold on. This is why I have my notes here close by me. Okay, Rob Sperry. Hold on. We're almost there. Where's the notes? Hold on. Yeah, I know. It'd be good if I could read my writing. As you guys can see, I took lots of notes, and this is just one. So here we go. Are you a survivor, victim, or conqueror? Victims focus on the past way too much, right? Survivors focus too much on the future, and conquerors learn from the past, borrow from the future, and they focus on the present. And after he talked about that, I realized that I have been in survivor mode. I have been focusing too much on the future and what the future will look like instead of being in the present, figuring it out, and then just being in the present. Because when you're in the present, things click, right? You get those promptings, you get those ideas, and as you take action on them, you're creating and building your future. I think too many times I'm also focused on this is what the future needs to look like, and now it's so big and so massive, I don't even know where to start, instead of just focusing on the present, putting the blinders on somewhat into the past and somewhat in the future, and focusing. Yes, you got to know where you're going and where you want to go, but you also need to live in the present. And so that was a really big and good takeaway. The next one was from Natasha Hazlett. I'd never heard her. I was really impressed with her. She talked about abundance and blocks that we have of things that we've heard in the past. And one of her things was about unbecoming everything that really isn't you, right? Where everyone's like, oh, I need to become me. And instead she's like, you are you. You just need to unbecome everything that's not you. And that really spoke to me. I've been spending the past few years on my journey really becoming me and who I am. And I see a lot of that unbecoming what I thought I had to be because that's what I thought would please other people, right? I've been a people pleaser most of my life. And so unbecoming the things that don't fit and aren't me so I can really let the true me shine. And then the last was Danelle Delgado. Loved her. She was one of the reasons I really wanted to go to this event and learn from her. And she said, first you've got to get good, then you get paid. And I think that's so important, especially as an entrepreneur, right? Is learning how to become good. I've started writing. I think many of you know that. And one of the things that I've said is I've got to become good, become a good writer. And so am I writing a book yet? No. Am I writing different pieces? Yes, because I want to become a good writer. Because when I publish this book, I want it to be the very best work that I can do. And in that process, I need to learn to write. It's not one of my fortes, but it's going to become, and how it becomes is through practice. So I got to get good, then you get paid. And she also talked about, there's a million reasons to leave the song. There's a million reasons why not to follow your dreams. There's a million reasons, but you only need one good reason. Right? And what is that one good reason? You don't have to worry about the million reasons. There's going to be millions of why not to do it, but there's always one good reason of why to do it. And so as I thought about this and as I was in the car yesterday, good life, great life, I do want my great life. I have a good life. I've known this in the past, and I'm very fortunate and very blessed, but I am letting my good life get in the way of my creativity, getting in the way of me really taking myself and what I can do to the next level. So I'm excited to go through these notes again. Anytime you go to an event, you should really go through your notes multiple times, right? I want to see what resonated with me. I'm a big note taker, but now the work really starts, taking those notes, really deciphering them, and then creating what my action steps, what are those next steps, staying present in the moment, and what's the next steps for me. So hope you got something out of that, but those are my 3 big takeaways from the event. As I get more things, I will definitely be sharing, and I hope to see you back soon on the next Callie's Corner. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.